What's up, everybody? My name's Scions, and today we're going to be hopping into the first ever FELDON'S workshop. This one is going to be called Power and Glory. So we have two decks here we're going to be playing. Syr Konrad the Grim and the Royal Scions, and these are kind of commander-based decks. You have one of every copy, and then Syr Konrad is your commander. I'm not going to go through these decks fully because everyone has access to them, everyone can look at them, everyone can play them. But I do want y'all to know that Syr Konrad is a very... kill your stuff, bring it back, kill your opponent's stuff, bring it back, that kind of stuff, right? That's what Syr Konrad is all about. So, interesting. Then we have the Royal Scions, which I'm really interested to try this deck because we have things like Mirror March plus Cavalier plus Ox, and that alone can cause some serious damage. So, not to mention we have Torbrand, Tectonic Giant, so a lot of fun things in these decks. And we are going to be going through and playing 2 matches with each of them, and for those of you that were getting slightly annoyed with the mic and all that, I tried to lower it down to where now it's just in this little itty bitty corner. So hopefully that helps a little bit with the distraction. Hopefully y'all can still hear me fine. And yeah, we're going to go and hop right into our matches. Remember, if y'all enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like down below. Comment if you have any suggestions on this video, future videos, or past videos. Furthermore, if you're new here, consider subscribing. All that out of the way, let's hop into some matches. Poco Tarot, gonna be our first foe for the day. Seems a little costly, but we do have the 3 mana to get to the Murder Strider and the Ayara. Yeah, I'll keep it. Ooh, and a Woe Strider. This deck seems to be heavy in the 3 manas. Maybe that's just what I'm drawing. Either way, 7 Dwarves is very interesting. Alright, let's see if they get their Royal Scions down. They don't. They get another 7 Dwarves. Okay. Okay, I see you. Might just go for the Woe Strider. Although I really want to go ahead and get the Ayara down. So first and foremost, let's get her down, and then we'll build our board out from there. That way, we're still dealing damage and gaining life and all that fantastic stuff, right? Royal Scions coming on down for our opponent. We still need 1 more mana if we're gonna get our Syr Konrad down. Alright, we're gonna have to take this, unfortunately. Now, granted, we did start with 25 health, so that's fantastic. I don't want to play the Witch's Cottage quite yet. Then let's see. We can play a Faraka Spawn. It's a 3/4. We play a Woe Strider, have to. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Spawn. Alright. Next to combat. Kinda wanna keep Ayara back to sacrifice just in case. But I think we are gonna swing her in at the Royal Scion so they don't get too overbearing, right? So deal some damage. We have a defender. We're getting there. We have 5 mana, which is a Syr Konrad if we want it. 1 mana away from a Liliana, which I gotta say I'm super psyched about. Oh, and our opponent's just drilling down these 7 dwarves. My goodness. Don't have a Lava Cool. Please don't have a Lava Cool. Oh, Brazen Borrower. Alright, so we're down to 10 health. Things are getting scary. I'm not gonna lie. Myra's Grasp, it's too late. It's too late for you to apologize, Myra's Grasp. Well. We can play a Finlurker plus a Murderous Rider. That gets 2 blocked. Suppose it's not terrible. Sure. Let's make him exile. We'll gain a little bit of life. We're gonna pay 2 for the Murderous Rider, so we're gonna be down to 9, 3, 6. Be down to 6. That's a little rough, I'm not gonna lie. Ah well. It's okay. It's A-okay. That Myra's Grasp just a little bit earlier would have been nice. I guess I could have also Murderous Ridered the 7 dwarves before this point. That's okay. I do like the fact that they give you card art for both decks, right? Lava Cool. Ooh. I think we just take that on the chin, really. Not much you can do about that. That's okay.
My plan is crystallizing.
We got rid of a Spark Double. Another 7 dwarves. Well, that really, really hurts. Both my feelings and my face. Alright, get rid of 1 there. Go back up to 4. Which is really terrible because I was hoping they would go down to 3 and then I can Myers Grasp 1 and... tis not so. Tis not so. Now, I can get down to Liliana and make them sacrifice, but then they immediately kill my Liliana. And I don't want that. I can play Murder Strider plus a Woe Strider. Let's do that. It's a little risky. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little risky. Okay? But if it pays off big. So that's pretty much where we're sitting at right now. Okay, our opponent hit a Fabled Passage. They only have 1 more card in hand. Let's see. Let's keep our fingers crossed, shall we? We do have a Murderous Rider, which can start gaining its life back. We can dig ourselves out of this hole. It's possible. You know what they say? If it's popsicle, it's possible. That makes things a little difficult. Alright, so you have to block there. Let's see, that's still gonna deal 4 damage. But we're gonna be okay, I think. Murderous Rider heals us 2. I think we're gonna be at 1 health. Oh no, because that's first strike. Ah, right. Don't you hate when you miss math? That's okay. Poco Taro, rocking the 7 dwarves all the way to victory. Well, that's going to be a game 1 for our Syr Konrad the Grim, and I gotta say, it looked pretty grim. Alright, so, game 1 over. Let's go and hop into a game 2. The Wing Lord. And it appears as though you're always going to be facing opposites, right? This deck will always be facing that deck. You'll never have Syr Konrad versus Syr Konrad, which I like. So, I'm going to keep it again. This doesn't seem like a bad hand. I like the early Fin Lurker. Probably not going for the Falmir Knight. Alright. Get on down there, Fin Lurker. Get that exile going. Ooh, Ox of Agonies. Why would you exile that though? The escape? No. I don't know. Me personally, I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Unless they had 2 of them. Maybe they had 2 of them. Ooh. But they're not legendary, so I don't see why that would matter really. Do we block? No. Pretty easy choice there. Well, I could use Drill Bit and get down the Falmir Knight. I'd rather use the Falmir Knight to draw, but if it's gonna be too slow, yeah, we'll get other cards. It's not a big deal. Alright, so we'll Drill Bit. Chandra, well, I don't like that. I don't like the Spark Double. I don't like the Brazen Bar. Or to be honest, I don't like a lot of the things you're rocking right now, buddy. What can cause me the most pain? Probably the Fairy Vandal, right? Because, like, how do I deal with the flyers? I mean, I guess I could Murderous Rider it. Chandra's going to be annoying, but they're nowhere near that point. Brazen Borrower is also going to be annoying. I guess I could get rid of the Brazen Borrower as it's kind of a 2-part thing, right? Yeah, let's just go ahead and X-nay that. X-nay on the borrow say, I don't know. I don't know Pig Latin, okay? It was always very confusing to me. Speaking of lands and missing them, I need some. Hey, thank you, game. Now, just 1 more, please. Thank you. I'm not going to Murderous Rider. I'm actually, well, I could swing in with my Fin Lurker. Works for me. Gets me in at least a little bit of damage, or we get to trade out with the Robber of the Rich, so I'm fine with that as well. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. I think that's a perfectly fine trade. I don't know why they would do that. Don't know why. And then they just leave the Royal Scions wide open. What are they going to discard here, I wonder? Spark Double? Maybe? No. Chandra? Nah. Maybe Chandra. They have been getting rid of some of their bigger cards. 7 dwarves. Okay. Well, I mean, we could finale of eternity. Or we could Murderous Rider. If I swing with the Falmere Knight, though, they're gonna block it, and I don't like that feeling. I really want to get 12 mana for that, so. Well, you know what? I could just do this, right? Let's just boop. Send that right back to the command zone, if you don't mind. No attacks. No attacks. I'd like my Falmere Knight to be a solid body. Although if they keep playing flyers, we're gonna be in for a world of trouble. Yeah, there's Fairy Vandal. Again, why are they playing it at sorcery speed? I don't know. Really don't know. They can't equip the Shadow Spear either, so that's good. Command Tower. The other deck has Command Tower in it. Wow. I guess we don't really need it because we're mono black, so. Hey, another land, just like I asked for. Wow, if only life was that easy. Well, do we go for the Syr Konrad? Do we go for the Grey Merchant? We definitely don't go for the Grey Merchant yet. We can also get down a Murderous Rider, which isn't bad. I say we go for the Syr Konrad, though. It is our commander, right? He's our commander-in-chief. We want to have him down on the battlefield, in the front lines, in the thick of it. Kicking some asses. I think this game is going much more smoothly. I think the last game, our opponent sort of just hit their 7 dwarves, right? And it's gonna happen sometimes. Sometimes you're just gonna get beat down, and that's okay. Alright, Fairy Vandal is gonna be a bit scary for us. Well, we could Finale of Eternity early and just get rid of everything, right? That might actually be what I do. Just like so. And then 1, 2, 3. Alright. 3 for free. That's what they say. So 3 damage going from Syr Konrad. We'll take these 2 and kill the Royal Scions again because no Planeswalkers for you. I don't think so. Now, they are getting close to getting a Chandra down, which is a little scary, I'm not going to lie. Midnight Clock will allow that for next turn. Thankfully, Chandra can't kill our Syr Konrad, which, you know, I don't think they would have given the mono black deck a commander that could just be wiped by Chandra as soon as she entered the battlefield. I just don't think that's a win for anybody, you know? Now, I could use Omen and get back a Yurok's Finlurker. But then I have Order of Midnight as well, huh? So I can play Order of Midnight, play the Yurok's Finlurker, still have 1 mana, but what did I use that 1 mana on? Grey Merchant, I think you're just gonna chill out. I don't quite want to Murderous Rider. Yeah, let's go return Finlurker. And we're gonna make him discard probably the Spark Double. I don't see him getting rid of Chandra. You know, it's literally next turn kind of stuff. So Syr Konrad gonna be getting in for that 1 extra bit of damage. Such a lovely guy, Syr Konrad. He almost gives me the feeling of the Headless Horseman, but he has his head, so you know. You know, I guess not so much. Anyways, we are going to be swinging in. We know they're probably playing the Chandra with the board wipe come their next turn. That's just something we're going to have to be ready for. But it will take all of their mana, so we'll still have a Syr Konrad. We get to kill their Chandra immediately after. I think we're winning this game. So, yeah, I don't know. The decks seem evenly matched thus far. We'll see from the other side how it feels, right? Once we're playing with that deck, how well we feel about it. Alright, so Chandra, do your little board wipage, or are you just going to kill the Syr Konrad? Because, I mean, either way, Chandra's going to die. She is. Well, unfortunately for you, we can still just put him back in our command zone. It doesn't work like that in the fact that you can't... well, I guess we could have put him in the graveyard and then use Omen of the Dead and it would have made him cost less. Ugh, chance. Rookie mistake. That's okay. We're still gonna... well, first things first. You two are killing her. That's happening. Guaranteed. I do want a Knight of the Ebon Legion down, actually. That sounds delicious, if you don't mind. And then sure, we can go for a Murderous Rider. I really should have left that Syr Konrad. Well, I guess it was going to exile. It wasn't going to the graveyard, right? Because their effect was exiling it, so... I guess I made the right choice. Alright, well, we'll kick it back to him and resolve that midnight clock. What is it at, 4? Well, that's not too much to worry about, right? It has to get all the way up to 12, am I correct? When the 12-hour counter, yeah. Okay, so we still have 8 more turns, unless they start, you know, pumping more into it, but... No, the Wing Lord just gonna concede, so... Yeah, game 1, we got ran over by 7 dwarves. Game 2, we picked it up after a little bit of back and forth, but I feel like we had control of that game for the larger majority. So we are going to go ahead and hop into the Royal Scions now and check out the decks from the other perspective. Thomas... Well, we're just going to call him Thomas. How about that? I don't like the fact that they go first, but I gotta say this isn't a bad hand necessarily. Thirsting Shade. I don't think we ever even saw that card. I'm a little jelly. I'm not gonna lie, Thomas. Alright, so what do they follow Thirsting Shade up with? Order of Midnight. They're just playing it out though. They don't even care. They said, fuck you and your face. Now we can either go for a 7 Dwarves or a Scorching Dragonfire. I actually like the 7 Dwarves a little bit better as it allows us to block this Thirsting Shade, hopefully, unless they get another mana down, in which case they can swing all in and then play out their cards, because we can't really block there, you know what I mean? Or excuse me, it's not worth the block there, so bum 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 bum. Okay, so far so good on our opponent's side. We'll go to no blocks. They don't pump the Thirsting Shade, so that way they can still play other things, or they do, even better for us, but they shouldn't. Yeah, but I say that deck does have a lot of good 3-mana drops. Oh, and they don't have any of them. Fantastic. Just how I like my opponents to be, down and out. So I think what we do here is we go Arcane Signet, actually, and then we can have the Scorching Dragonfire kill the Order of Midnight, because I think that's actually more of a problem. Well, we do have a Cavalier of Gales coming down next turn, so potentially killing Thirsting Shade could be worth it. We'll get in a little bit of damage with the 7 Dwarves. I think that's fine. It is instant speed, yeah? Yeah, okay. So, we'll get in with the 7 Dwarves. And I think a lot of people, what their problem is going to be with this deck is hitting 3 mana and just immediately wanting to get down the Royal Scions, and I don't think that's necessarily what you want to do. I don't think this deck has as easy of synergies as the Mono Black deck. But, you know, well, we'll have to see. Still got a long, arduous match ahead of us, so a lot to happen. We'll go ahead and Scorching Dragonfire on the Order of Midnight. Get rid of it. Again, I think Thirsting Shade will be easier to deal with. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. I literally just had this conversation. It's okay. It's okay. We'll leave the Thirsting Shade. I don't care. I was about to say I just had this conversation about how I was going to kill the Thirsting Shade, not the other way around. That's okay. I mean, we do have Chandra's Triumph if we want. Tectonic Giant should be enough. But a Cavalier of Gales, like, how do you say no to that? You know what I mean? How do you say no to a Cavalier of Gales? Such a good card. And we also have Cavalier of Flame. I don't think we want to discard any card though, so we may want to wait, yeah, until we have a bit more. Put 2 cards into your library. Ordering will be done in the next step. Well, I mean, I guess these two, right? Doesn't really matter how we draw them. I think I am going to use Cavalier of Flame. We can use that potentially on the next turn and draw, like discard our, ooh. Well, that just made me shuffle all that. So a Scion. I do like Chandra Fire Artisan. And a Fairy Vandal is fantastic as well. We know how difficult it can be for them to deal with the Fairy Vandal. I think I would rather get a Fairy Vandal down first, but we don't have any draw really. So, kind of want to go like this. I tell you what, we'll get the Chandra first. I think I will keep swinging in. Granted, we're only dealing 1 damage because they have the Thirsting Shade also healing them for 1. I think this is perfectly fine. Also, I gotta remember not to sit back too much. You won't be able to hear me because of the new mic placement. It's sort of a little bit down and out of the way. Anyways, we're gonna be up to what, 4, 5, 6 mana come next turn, which is interesting. I guess we can play a 4 and a 2. Kind of good. Cauldron's Gift. What are they getting back here? Nightmare Shepherd. Ooh, 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 ooh. Well, unfortunately for you, we actually have the perfect combo to deal with that. All in one little go here, actually.
Let's do this.
Yeah, that's right. Chandra's Triumph plus a Chandra. That'll do it.
Fire can't solve.
I don't think we even want to plus the Chandra, so we can only play it this turn. Rather, in fact, we're just gonna swing in with 7 dwarves. Now, Chandra is gonna take a little bit of damage here. I still think that's perfectly fine. We got rid of their Nightmare Shepherd, thank goodness. That was a relatively easy and quick fix. Now, don't get me wrong. I want to get the Royal Scions down. I think that coupled with the Fairy Vandal would be fantastic. But it's a matter of doing it smoothly, right? Alright, so Thirsting Shade is going to be getting in the 1 bit of damage to Chandra. Thankfully, it won't be healing them any since... Oh, no. You're going to be swinging at my face. Why would you leave the Chandra alone, though? Like, if I get to the -7, you're going to be in for a bit of trouble. Baraka's Spawn, I don't like seeing that. That's okay. We will go ahead and +1 up on the Chandra to see a better look at what we have. We have an Is It Guildgate. I will go ahead and play that, actually. We could go Tectonic plus a Fairy Vandal. We could go Royal Scions plus Fairy Vandal. If I go Royal Scions, what am I discarding though, right? That's the question. If I go Cavalier of Flame, we at least have a big enough body to defend what they have on the board currently. Tectonic Giant allows us to block the Baraka's Spawn. Tell you what, we're gonna go for a Tectonic Giant, and I'm gonna play the Fairy Vandal down at flash speed. Sound like a plan, man, Stan? Anyways. So. Depending on what we draw into, if we hit a land, we'll probably play the Cavalier of Flame on our next turn. If not, we're probably going Royal Scions. Gonna see what we can hit from there. More than likely. Bum ba da bum. Okay, they're all done. So Fairy Vandal, get on down there with your flying ass. Ooh, a 7 dwarves. Well, I actually do want to get that down. That makes our other 7 dwarves bigger, plus it makes itself bigger, which is yeah, all in all, very good. Let's go ahead and do this on the Chandra as well. Castle Embrith, sure, I'll take another land. Never hurt anybody, right? Alright. Now I can draw a card and then discard. We'll make the Fairy Vandal a little bit bigger. Also just give something +2 trample, first strike, all that lovely stuff. Which could go to the Tectonic Giant. Yeah, let's do that. Tectonic Giant, get in there. You beautiful son of a bitch. Now I can either deal 3 damage or I can exile. Let's exile. Let's get Barge in. Sweet. So they're just going to take the 5 damage on the chin there. Non-human. I think everything in here is non-human, so I think Barge in is actually pretty good for us. It'll be a matter of playing it correctly, though. We'll have to see if Thomas has the answers. And we'll have to hope not. You know, it's pretty much all we can do. I do like these matches, though. They're not just wham bam and done, you know. It's some back and forth. 7 dwarves. Ooh, got rid of 1. That's unfortunate, because that would have made our 7 dwarves big enough to be a threat to the Syr Konrad and the Farakas and fuck my Cavalier. Should have played it sooner. If you don't lose it, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. I'm sorry, I don't know how to speak today. That's okay. Our Royal Scions are getting up there as far as loyalty. Our Chandra is getting up there as far as loyalty. Correct? Yep. Yep. Indeed, indeed. Ooh, a lava cool. I don't mind if I do. We're actually gonna lava cool the Faraka spawn because that is so much more annoying to deal with than the Syr Konrad. Okay. Okay. Glad we got that out of the way. Let's go ahead and Chandra. Let's go. Ooh. Go ahead and use this on you, just as we did last time. I do want to go ahead and get down to 7 dwarves so everything's a little bit bigger, and then I think we just swing in with everything, right? We can deal 3 damage because we're looking for the big bucks here. And we're gonna put +2 on there and give everything else trample, so that way even if they do defend our 7 dwarves with the Thirsting Shade, we can get through that. Yeah, yeah. So they should. They're not defending with Syr Konrad. Why would they not? That doesn't make any sense. They live here? They do. They live with 2. Well, that's a little unfortunate for us, but, you know, our opponent's on 2 health and we're on 15, and we have 5 creatures on the board. I'd like to think we're okay for now. Granted, they could have the Eternity thing or whatever and kill 3 of my creatures, right? Still have 2 left over, and with the Fairy Vandal, I could still finish them off, so... Plus Chandra's to the point where she can kill him. Ooh, eat to extinction. Well, that's still going to be a good game because they only have 2 mana now, and they can't really solve everything with 2 mana. Well, 3 mana. I'm sorry, I forget about the Arcane Signet. Yeah, you can't really solve everything with 3 mana. So it was a fun game, but it is a game over. Thomas getting taken down by the Royal Scions deck. So that was just game 1 too. That took quite a little bit. That's okay. So game 1 going to us with the Izzet deck, and we're gonna move on into a game 2. VMMC gonna be our second foe for the day, and yeah, you are always gonna face off against the opposite deck, which is nice. It's good that way. I get to go first. Well, yeah, I'll keep this hand. This is great. We can go the Improbable Alliance early. Do I want the mana? Yeah, actually, I do. I really do. Because even with the Royal Scions, even if you have extra lands in hand, it's not a bad thing, you know. You're not like, oh no, I have extra lands. You're like, okay, I'll just draw a card and discard the land, you know. It's whatever. Also, 4 lands isn't exactly flooding, so I think we'll be okay. Okay. Nothing from our foe there. I won't lie. I do want to lava cool the Knight of the Ebon Legion before they get to do anything too great with it, but I also want to keep a quench up just in case. So, you know, it's kind of a here or there kind of thing. Well, I think we take the risk. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we take the risk. It's not like even if they buff the Knight of the Ebon Legion, we're not going to be able to lava cool it on the next turn, right? Coil. I'm sorry. I know. My southern accent and my lazy mouth just makes it, you know, things happen. You win some, you lose some. Like, well, they're losing their Knight of the Ebon Legion. And I'm going to leave that mana back for Quench, because I believe that we are going to snag something big with that Quench. Something big and beautiful. Yurok's Finlurker. Well, that's not it. What do we get rid of for Yurok's Finlurker? I actually kind of like the Spark Double. I think we... I think we get rid of the Electro Dominance. Maybe. The more I look at it, the more I'm just so completely unsure. Either way, we'll get down to 7 dwarves and we'll have the mana up for Quench. That's good. They can still swing in with the Yurok's Finlurker. That's okay though. On our next turn, hopefully we'll well, we'll definitely be able to get down the Royal Scions plus have mana for Quench, which again is good. Dreadhorde Invasion. Ooh, well, come on down. I won't be stopping anything that I can't quench, I suppose. Yep, swing in with the Finlurker. Oh, and they're just going to immediately plus it. Well, no need to hide it or anything. So yeah, we're still going to play defensively. I don't see any reason as to why I wouldn't, right?
Hope you delay our quest no further.
Tell you what, we will do this as well. Just to get in a little bit extra damage, maybe level the playing field a little bit. Of course, they can get in damage with their Yurok's Finlurker on my Royal Scions, but again, are they going to kill it? Highly, highly doubtful. And now's when we quench. Ah ha 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 ha. Bye-bye, Syr Konrad. I think that was worth it. All the wait. So many missed plays on our turns simply to do that. Oh, okay. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Right, they did what I should have done. That's okay. We basically wasted their turn. They will. Yurok's Finlurker on the Royal Scions. Come on. Just hit me. Oh no! They're not going to. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I really got to sneeze, so it's coming at some point right now. Bless me. Is that conceited? Is that conceited? I think I used the right word there. Is that conceited to say bless you to yourself? I don't know. Maybe. Either way, Cavalier of Gales. I think I want to put these two back, actually, and I do want to draw into the quasi-duplicate. Oh, I already played a land this turn. Huh. Oh well. It's a little awkward. Alright, so we'll be putting +2 plus trample on the 7 dwarves again, getting in that beautiful free damage. Oh, they're blocking with their zombie army? Yes, do it! I'd much rather you do that than build up a zombie that actually has lifelink and a body that can swing in. Fuck's sakes. Make it easy on me. Alrighty, so we have a Cavalier of Gales, we have a Spark Double, we have Quasi-Duplicate. Oh, so many things about to get copied. And we actually have the mana to play them both. So, Quasi on the Cavalier, if it lives. And then Spark Double on the Royal Scions. I like it. The Royal Scions are also almost to the point of being able to ulti, and I gotta say I really like that. Never mind, good old Finale of Eternity actually gonna be completely screwing us. Completely. Alright, well, we'll get Tectonic Giant on top then, I guess. Good old Finale. Finale, they played it. Alright, so we're just gonna get a Tectonic Giant down then. That's okay. Yeah, I'm still gonna be plussing you up. You're not gonna be swinging in, but I don't want to draw and discard. I want both of these cards. I think they're both very playable. There's no reason to like really. Well, I guess we could have gotten rid of the Fairy Vandal, right? So we could have potentially drew into something better. I don't know though, because it's a flyer, right? And like that in and of itself is very deadly because I know they don't have too many flyers in their deck just for me playing it. I think we do block that. I wonder if they have a Myers Grasp in hand though. That could be rather bad for us. We'll see. No, they don't. Fantastic. Fantastic. So yeah, we'll just do this on you, big guy. Tectonic giant. You beautiful son of a bitch.
You will not block our noble
And then
plan.
we're gonna go ahead and, you know, do a little swingy swing. Yes, I will exile the top 2 cards of my library, actually, in order to potentially play one of them until the next turn. What do we get? A barge in and a mountain. I'll take the barge in, I think. Alright, so they're going down to 10 health. Suppose we could make them go down to 8, but again, I'd rather save barge in for when I know it's going to be effective. Most effective, I guess I should say. Alright, so they're just sacrificing Omen of the Dead and scrying 2 here. I think we are going to play the Fairy Vandal, copy this Royal Scions, and then we're probably going to use the other Royal Scions, honestly, just to draw a card. I think that's the point that we're at right now. Oh. Right, let me exit the damage phase before I do all of this. So we'll copy the Royal Scions, we will draw, and then discard.
What is my strength?
And this boosts our fairy as well as gives us another fairy. Scorching Dragonfire would have been nice, you know? But it's not the end of the world. It's not like it would have killed Syr Konrad, right? It only does 3 damage? Yeah. So, that's okay. And now we have 2 Royal Scions, one at 7 and the other also at 7. So, potential big plays here. Cavalier of Knights, not good for us. They're going to be sacrificing something and more than likely getting rid of our Fairy Vandal, if I had to guess about it. Because Fairy Vandal is probably the scariest thing for them. No, getting rid of Tectonic Giant. Wow. That's really surprising, actually. It's very, very surprising. Now, we do need to deal with their Cavalier of Night, because that's a whole lot of life gain, and we just can't afford that. Pass the blockers, block with the fairy. Alrighty. Well, let's hope we can draw good here. Robber of the Rich. Well, we would be able to take something, right? Sure, I'll play Robber of the Rich. I don't know if this is exactly going to work out, but we'll try our best with it.
Let me synthesize the facts.
Okay, not the worst card to draw and discard. Bum 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 bum. Could we have won here? Wait a minute. If I just double Royal Scion on my Robber of the Rich and they didn't block and I used Barge in. I guess it doesn't matter. They did block. Oh, well, hell, I guess I could have won here either way, right? That's non-damage, so... Yeah, and they don't even get to gain life off of that. Oh, so beautiful. Syr Konrad is going to be dealing some damage to us, which is unfortunate. Yurok's Finlark are going to be coming back, but unfortunately it won't be hitting our Witch's Vengeance. Creatures of the creature type of your choice get -3/-3. So what would I do? Horror, zombie, human knight? I don't know. Let's get rid of... Get rid of the horror. I think that's fine. We are going down to 10 health, okay? But we have the potential to kill them next turn with either of our Royal Scions, our Fairy Vandal, you know? A lot of options. Lot of options. I'm not going to say this deck is better, but it certainly does feel smoother. Like it feels like you're much more capable of getting to where you... Oh. That's so bad. It's so bad for them. Well, you know what they say. You live and you learn. We're still gonna win here, just in case anyone's worried about it. We still win here. Yep. It's true. We have 2 Royal Scions, both of which can ulti. So, but yeah, the fact that they just hit 4 lands in a row, essentially, Arcane Signet isn't a land, you know what I mean? We will go ahead and block the Syr Konrad, because I don't want to just take that damage to the face for no reason. And then, you know, Royal Scions. Do your stuff. Do your stuff. Command. We're doing this one because we can always play this one back down. That's the Spark Double. We don't want to -8 on the Spark Double. But boom! Alright, so taking down VMMC for our second game with the Izzet deck. And again, I think the Izzet deck runs much, much more smoothly. Not the fact that its cards are just innately better, but the fact that it can get to its best cards in the deck quicker thanks to things like the Royal Scion, where you're drawing a discard and not getting flooded and not getting screwed, things of that nature. So, all that being said and all the way, I hope y'all enjoyed the video today. If you did, please be sure to leave a like down below, comment, subscribe, all that good, wonderful stuff, you know, all the usual. That is going to do it for the video. I'll see y'all all either later tonight or tomorrow. Peace.